It is time for our featured interview. We've got a very special guest in studio, friend of show. Give it up for, I guess I'm at the ballpark. Give it up for, you're at your house, but hey, put your hands together. For our vocalist and guitar player from HOUDINI'S Code, we got Kevin Cedar in studio. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I love doing this and appreciate McNeil helping me get here again.
Yeah, no, we love kind of just the pop culture in Cleveland, people who are doing cool stuff, and you guys have some out-of-state stops on your tour and cool things coming up. Tell us about what you've been up to.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of exciting things coming on. We actually played a show last night in Akron. The Saturday we played a show at Musica in Akron. But we got some Chicago shows. We're going to play at a skydiving facility. They're literally paying us, letting us go skydiving. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But we got a bunch of shows. We have a new album coming out in August, and yeah, we're really excited. And a new lineup. We have new people in the band.
Sweet. For people who aren't familiar with the band, what's your vibe and what do you love to play?
So pretty much anyone watching who's familiar and not familiar with the band. We're like an alternative rock band, I would say. Like, if you like Nirvana, like someone has compared us to like we're not these guys, but like Nirvana, Foo Fighters, Green Day, kind of like a mix of that. So yeah, just straight up rock and roll.
I love it.
Yeah.
So when you get out of state, Kevin, if you're going to like Chicago, first of all, have you guys played an out of state venue before?
Yeah, we played Michigan.
Okay.
But this year, like last year was our first year like really playing shows. But this year, our big goal was let's get out of state, and we've always wanted to play Chicago, and we're finally doing it.
How did that come to be?
So I'm kind of I'm a persistent person. I'm just good at like making things happen out of nowhere, I guess. I book these shows. I reach out and I basically tell these venues like, hey, I'll get bands to join us. I'll provide you marketing. I'll do this, and they're like, okay, and they kind of let it happen. You don't like need a booking agent. You can do it yourself these days.
So what's it been like getting out of the studio, getting out, actually seeing fans out there, just engaging with a live crowd? What's that like for those of us that have never and will never, ever be in a band?
It's the best thing ever. It really is. It's just, you get this like thrill. It's almost like an adrenaline rush, just performing in front of people, because it's terrifying. Because if you fail or you look bad, it doesn't look good, you know. But like when you have when you see people dancing and singing to your songs, it's like, okay, we're doing something right if people are reacting this way. So
as a band, since you're just kind of starting out here, had a few albums, the whole 9 yards, when you see people react and start singing along, is that like a moment for you where it's like, all right, they know what we're playing up here?
Yes. A lot of times I'm like, okay, what family member is this? Like whose cousin is this? And how many drinks did he have? But then when you find out they're just strangers and you're like, oh, okay, this guy just found us and he's like a fan. I don't know. It means so much, because like the music that we make is authentic. It tells our story. It comes from a real place. And I don't know, just to see it resonate with people is like, it's really why we do it. So, yeah, it's really exciting.
Cool.
So when we had you in last year, you were releasing an album and kind of big things on the horizon. Fast forward to now you're going out of state. Now you're touring a little bit more. So what's changed in that time? Has there been anything unexpected that's come up for the band? And really, what's the next iteration now after you guys get done with your tour?
Yeah. So we've been a band about 3 years. The first year, we just wanted to prove to ourselves we could make an album. So like we recorded it and we made it happen. The second year, we wanted to prove to ourselves that we could play live shows. And this year, we want to prove to ourselves that like we could really like do something special. And like the music industry is so hard to get noticed at all.
Yeah.
So like breaking through it, you have to be creative, and I guess that's what we're trying to do. We've had a lot of changes. We do have a different lineup now. we have Mike Smith on drums, and this guy is like a monster on drums. And then we have a bass player, Clarissa Cuomo, and she a lot of times brings most of the fans, and so that's always helpful. She's awesome, great bass player, great energy. And then an old high school friend of ours who lives in Pennsylvania was like, "Hey man, can I join the band? I know I live in Pennsylvania, but like," we're like, "All right, yeah, man, if you can make it, let's do it." So we have a guy in Pennsylvania who drives into Akron and Cleveland all the time. So it's really worked out.
That's cool. It's cool to see you guys grow. And, you know, we are a sports podcast, and we got to talk about the Browns and how they have their pregame ritual of the guitar smash. Have you ever smashed a guitar, or is it going to be on the horizon? Is that your next big thing? You've made it. You've got live crowds.
Yeah.
It's time to smash a guitar.
I mean, I've been waiting for the phone call. Like, you know, like I know they have. We've talked about the Stackhouse kid. He always does it, and he's an incredible guitar player. And he gets to do it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But
I've always asked though, at what age do you age out of that? You know, at what age is the gimmick up? Sorry, that's me saying that, not Kevin Cedar.
If there is, I hope it's soon so that we get a phone call.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Are you guys?
Now you mentioned you were persistent. I think you've kind of been that way your whole life, Kevin. One of the things that you did was the way you got your foot in the door for the Cleveland Cavaliers, which I understand you're no longer there, but it was a cool story for those of us listening that haven't heard the story. Can you tell us how you got your foot into the door working for the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yeah. Long story short, I'm a videographer. Like that's what I do as like a day job. I was working at a really just awful job. It was just I wasn't having fun. And I was like, I want to like work for something I'm passionate about, and working for a professional sports team was like the dream. And I had no sports experience, so I had to be creative. Cameo was coming out at that time, and I hired all these like famous like sports players, like Joe Thomas, to like say that I was his best friend. And anyways, I just like did it. I almost like made the video for myself and my friends, but when I sent it to my friends, they're like, "You have to post this." And so I did, and I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I remember getting a phone call actually from my best friend who's over here. You can't see him, but he was like, "Hey man, I just checked Apple News, and you're on Sports Illustrated right now.
Nice.
For this video. It's like blowing up." And I'm like, "Okay, that's insane." Yeah. So I was thinking I would get a job with the Browns for it didn't work out, but it eventually led to working for Spire Academy, and then the Cleveland Cavaliers reached out, and I worked there for 3 years. It was an amazing job. I loved working there. I love the people there. And there's a reason the Cavs are like one of the teams in Cleveland that win, because they have a great culture. So
what's your assessment of last season, of the season that just ended here? Heartbreak, Eastern Conference Finals. We're going to have to watch the finals once again without our Cavaliers. What's your thoughts on the Cavs right now?
I know everyone's disappointed. I personally think I'm excited. We got to the Eastern Conference Finals. We're Cleveland. Like I'm like excited. I know we got to go to the championship. I know we got to win. But we'll get there. I think we don't break anything apart. We just add to it. I feel like we've been patient with Kobe, and he's slowly. I think he's making things happen. I know we have to be patient. But I don't know. I'm optimistic. I'm not optimistic about the Browns, but I'm very optimistic about the Cavs.
I think we'll take that at this point.
All right. Kevin Cedar from Houdini's Code. Is there anything else you want to plug before we get you out of here?
Yeah, we have like I said, we got a new album coming out in August called Believe. We got Bush's drummer Nick Hughes on there. We have Luke Bryan's drummer featured on there. We're really excited about this album. We got a tour coming up, and come see us live, and check us out.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Big Play Cleveland right after this.